Good morning. So tell us, we have two issues here, Gujarat government and Assam government. How much will the government pay, and how much is your liability, and how much is the government compensating out of that?
Well, good morning. As you know, this royalty issue was hanging over for a long time now, and the Petroleum Ministry has sort of bailed out to ONGC and Oil India in this regard. And I think, as far as Oil India is concerned, we owe the Assam government around approximately 5,000 crores in royalty from April 2008 to January 2014.
Okay, well, can you, Mr. Bora, good morning and thanks for joining us, but can you give us some numbers, sir? What exactly is your liability to the Gujarat government, and what will be potential liabilities to other state governments like Assam?
No, since we don't have any operations in Gujarat, it's ONGC who has liability with Gujarat. Okay. So as far as oil is concerned, we are to pay the Assam and Arunachal government, that's all.
How much is that amount?
It's around about 5,000 crores. It's amount pending since April 2008 till January 2014.
Okay, is it, does the government undertake to pay the entire amount? Do you fear that there could be some PIL litigations, because this is almost amounting to bailing out the minority shareholders as well?
No, actually, this amount is based on the pre-discounted, rates when the subsidies were in place. So at that time, as you know, when subsidies were in place, the realization price was much less than the international price. So it's the differential royalty basically. So the states, they wanted the royalty based on the international prices. Since subsidies were levied on oil and ONGC, the balance amount was being demanded by the state government, and then Gujarat government went to court regarding this, so the issue was pending in the Supreme Court, case filed by ONGC, but subsequently the state governments have withdrawn the cases at the Supreme Court, both the Gujarat and the Assam government, and so after negotiation by the Ministry of Petroleum with the respective state governments, I think this settlement was arrived at.
Okay, Mr. Bora, we are running out of time, so I just want to address one more issue. This oil PSU consolidation is being spoken about, and the name being around is IOC with Oil India. Any groundwork which is being prepared? Have you been told anything in that regard?
Actually, the only thing I know about is the announcement of the finance minister in the budget that they're proposing to merge the oil companies to increase the financial muscle of the oil sector, because to match giants like ExxonMobil and Rosneft and BP and all, so that we become more competitive globally and that we can acquire more assets abroad, because in the past we have lost out to the Chinese companies only because of lack of funds. I think the main purpose is to increase the financial muscle of the company. So it's we have read a lot of things in the media, but I think it's just speculation. Nothing concrete has come. I think the oil ministry will be in touch with the PSUs to chalk out a way forward in this regard.
They have not indicated anything about whether you will pay cash to buy up a subsidiary, or whether it will be a share swap. Nothing at all. No discussion.
See, this proposal will consist of mergers, acquisition and vertical integration. So no details, we don't have any details now. I think the ministry shortly will be holding meetings with the respective PSUs. But one more thing, as far as I'm concerned, what I feel is that the business models of all the PSUs are different. Like the upstream company has its own business model, the downstream its own, the midstream like GAIL, and then the other PSUs like EIL and Burma and Lorry, they are altogether different. So when a merger or integration takes place, I think it has to be a well thought out process. It will take time, and a lot of work will be required before a final decision is taken. the Ministry of Petroleum Natural Gas will be dealing with this aspect, and I think very shortly we expect a meeting with the ministry in this regard.
Okay. All right, Mr. Bora, we're out of time, not out of questions though, but thank you very much for joining us with those details.